What's up, my fellow trashionaires? Welcome back to another episode of Good Figures. On today's spookiest episode of the year so far, we're going to be taking a look at a Friday the 13th staple, not Jason Voorhees, because I only have one figure of him, and we already looked at that last Halloween. So, also, I'm not going to be looking at any of the movies because I'm saving those for future Halloween episodes. So, we'll get through all of them. It's going to take a couple years. But we're not here for that. We're here for a horror icon, Michael Myers. Now, this is a NECA figure from the 2018 movie. The re-sequel, where they updated the timeline for this to be the second movie in the timeline. Of course, that means this is a beaten and battered Michael Myers. Just look at him. Of course, technically, this is a spoiler. Spoilers for this movie. I haven't watched it in a while, but I do remember it's pretty good. Not the second one, though. We've already covered the second one. It is not good. But whatever. Anyway, so yeah. Spoilers for this Halloween and the second one. So yeah. Also the first one. Maybe call it spoilers, okay? I've made it clear throughout almost all my videos and in my channel description that I will spout spoilers out of nowhere, basically. So you basically have to be caught up on almost everything. So, okay? Except for the latest one. The latest Halloween, because I have not seen it yet. I haven't had the chance. I mean, I do, because the DVD is out in stores right now, but I haven't really had an incentive. But, okay, I've had this idea brewing this all day today. If one singular person tells me to go buy the DVD for Halloween Ends, and for me to take a look at it in a good content episode, I will like your comment and I'll get it as soon as possible. And I'll dedicate that video to you. I don't really need to see it besides finishing off the trilogy. Well, quadrilogy, technically, because the first, whatever. That's the only reason I want to see it, besides seeing him again. Mikel. It's a very funny vine, but if one of you does it, I will. Alright? I'll make sure of it. And I'll credit you in that video. I gotta remember that. I will. Don't worry. Anyway, besides that, let's actually get a good look at the figure. Just look at him. Some beautiful sculpt work, detail. Of course, the mask is never going to be 100% accurate because it rarely is. Except for this mask, this version of the mask. It's more accurate than the very first movie because it was a haphazard design choice. There's a whole story about it. You can look up on the internet about why they chose that mask, why they did what they did to the mask, and whatever. But just look at this design. Look at him. That's why his nickname is literally the shape, because he's literally just the shape of a human. He's not supposed to look like a real human. He looks like someone trying to pretend to be a real human. I guess that really shows that the real monsters, after all, were the humans after all. But whatever. Just look at him. Here's the back. Not much to look back there. Side profile, side profile. And if you look at his shoulder right there, I can't remember where he got shot in the shoulder, but I'm pretty sure it's from this movie because it looks fresh. And I looked everywhere else, and it doesn't seem like there's any more wound detail other than his hands and his eyes. If you actually look in there, they did sculpt and paint his eyes. As you can see, there's whites in his eyes. And you got the scarring, of course, in his left eye. Actually, let's do it back. Thumbnail break. All right, there we go. That should be good. Anyway, so yeah, just wonderful. Now I want you to quote me on this, because I'll never go back on it. Michael is the best simple horror villain slasher. Like, you can't top this. This is going to be the most iconic thing. A jumpsuit and a mask of a guy from Star Trek, painted and hair messed up. So you can't fix or make it better. This is it. Of course, the first movie is the more iconic one, but I like him a bit more weathered. He has been shot, stabbed, beaten. He's gone through a lot. But whatever. So yeah. So that's shall we do articulation next? Just dumbbell joint at the head so you can get those iconic tilts. Up that far, down that far, pretty good. Swivel hinge at the elbow, pretty good. Double bend at the elbow, not like, you know, it's close, but you know, it's all he needs. It's all he needs to end you in Minecraft. Of course, he has two swivels at the end of each joint at the bicep and the elbow. I think it's another smaller dumbbell joint at the hands. It's the cuff of his sleeve does get in the way a bit, but it's fine. He does what he needs to. The right hand is the same, except it can kind of go down a bit more. Honestly, you can probably tell. I think there might be a swivel or something. Yeah, it's only a swivel at the base, but the jumpsuit is a single piece on the body. So he can't do anything. I think there is a swivel here, but I cannot tell. I think maybe it's just the legs, which, by the way, are quite articulated, especially for a Neca figure. You got a hinge. I mean, a hinge at the thigh can go out that far, can go back that far. Oh, let's straighten that out a bit. Pretty good. Yeah. Splits. Michael, who taught you to do splits? Anyway, so you got a single hinge at the knee. That's a bit disappointing because we know they can do more, or at least with their non-human figures. And then it's just like a ball joint at the ankle. It's pretty good too. Decent pivot. So if he wanted to do some decent splits, he could. But honestly, I don't have a way to show it off to you. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for articulation. Let's do some comparisons. Actually, Vulcan, get over here. Vulcan. All right, there we go. I think I'm rolling on my charging cable for my laptop. Let's just go for same action figure maker company brand. First, we have Jason Voorhees. Surprisingly, very surprisingly to me, Michael is taller. They're balanced on my finger. Michael is taller. I was very surprised by this. You think Michael would be shorter, but no, Michael is actually taller. I think it has to do something with the overall proportions of the torso and the legs, because they look longer. But whatever. That was surprising to me. Now let's get your typical 1/12 scale figure. And yeah, this doesn't fit at all. Michael's supposed to be like right here, maybe, but not like this. Oh, my hair. With this luscious locks, they get everywhere, I tell ya. So yeah, there you go. An entire head shorter. I mean, it doesn't help that Vulcan is missing a foot, but who isn't? Not in this race of life, I'll tell you that. So yeah, that's basically it for the scaling. Let's get right into the accessories, which there are a lot, because this is a NECA Ultimate figure, and Ultimate figures often have quite this assortment of accessories. Let's go for the most interesting to the least. Honestly, yeah, this is the most interesting. We have the tombstone of Judith Myers. You honestly can't read that because it's backwards, or at least for me right now. Judith Myers. I was not expecting this, especially since this only shows up in like the first movie. Especially when it involves Michael messing with it. So this Michael and this coming together is weird for I don't know. It's more of a set decoration rather than a legitimate accessory. Just like Jason, who has his own makeshift tombstone that he came with. Yep. Tombstones. If Michael does die in the new Halloween movie, if I will see it, but remember, you can push me to see it earlier. If he does die, I hope the new figure of him from the new movie does come with a tombstone with his name on it. That would be full circle right there. Second most interesting thing, this Michael came with a pumpkin that lights up. I was really surprised with this. I honestly love it. If it wasn't such a small bulb and like such weak batteries, I would have this on almost all the time, but only if it's like a special occasion I'll turn it on, maybe next Halloween even. But this is wonderful. I don't think he actually carved this in the movie, but I could be wrong. But yeah, this is wonderful. I love this. Even it came with the batteries too. But if you didn't have the batteries, I'm pretty sure somewhere, even on the batteries, it says the number. So it's not going to be hard to find them, or at least find what batteries they are. And it's not that hard to change it. You just... Oh, that's right. That's... I forgot. That's how you turn it on. I don't know why. It just doesn't click with me. You can remove the battery pack here. Decently strong LED, I think. It's got a little flickering thing to it. Wonderful. Alright, so what's next? Gore warning. There's a gore warning coming up because it's one of the gorier scenes in the movie. He made a jack-o'-lantern of a cop's head. I'm not going to keep this on screen a lot because I think I will actually get this video removed if I show it too much, but you can look up pictures on Google. But fun fact, I think they actually intended this. The head is hollow, so you can actually put a light in there, like the one in the pumpkin, so you can actually make this one a jack-o'-lantern too. So yeah, gruesome, but cool. So yeah. Of course, you got another Michael head. You want to know the difference? You want to know the difference for this one? His eyes are supposed to be in shadow. They were painted black. See that? Oh, the eyes are still there. That's what unsettled me. The eyes are still very visible. Even his right eye is still open. So that I wish they kind of like. I mean, it would have been really like an expensive change for just a small effect, but I feel like maybe a textured smoothness behind the eyes would have acted as a more like menacing version of shadowy eyes. But hey, display options. Of course, you got hands. He comes with two resting hands. The other one is on him, obviously. They're all painted with blood, by the way. And then you got this menacing grabbing hand before his hand gets shot off by uh why am I forgetting her name? Laurie Strode. Again, gore, honestly. So yeah. And then you got two of the better weapons he comes with his two grabbing hands. Okay. You got his iconic kitchen knife. Again, don't want to get this taken down. And a hammer with blood. I don't remember what this is from. And the most lackluster accessory, a fire poker. It's rubber. So yeah, it's a fire poker. Like, he can hold it, but why? Why even include this? Like, I'm sure there's like a notable kill with it, but it's a fire poker. It's not even a good one either. It's like, I don't like it. Like, on merit, I just don't like it. So yeah, that's it. At least I think. I've been getting so many I've mentioned this before, but I've been getting so many action figures so fast that accessories are insane to manage right now. Like, either they're in my like, how many tubs are in that cabinet? My 6-tub cabinet of accessories alone, or just on here on my desk that I still never use for anything actually useful. Yeah, anyway, that's about it for Michael Myers. What a wonderful figure. I do think actually, mine was like a couple dollars cheaper, but even for like $39, this. No, yeah, this is worth it to me. Get it if you love good horror icons. Just a wonderful figure, and I'm so glad I got this, but I wish I got it much sooner. Definitely sooner than you, Jason. You're not even the best one I like. I prefer Freddy versus Jason. I like the tattered up look, and I like the multiple layers, and the eyes. Eyes are a very big part of horror, especially if the face is mostly obscured. You gotta show the eyes to show like a story. You can tell a lot just by the eyes. When people say the eyes are the windows to the soul, they mean it. Not literally. You can tell a lot by just someone's eye shape and like the wrinkles and like the size of the pupils, just overall expression. You can tell a lot. As someone who's an artist, I've taken a lot of notice to general subtle eye movements and detail. I'm gushing about eye detail. That was an autism moment, wasn't it? Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Wonderful. I love it. Beautiful. And the accessories were actually very nice. Unlike some other figures, Michael's was actually pretty good. Besides, like, what was it? Ice pick? Or was it like an oil thing? I still don't remember. I just watched the Dead Meat episode of where that Jason comes from, but whatever. So yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you should do next, because I don't really have a plan. I'm basically caught up with everything that needs to be, witnessed as a geek in this modern times. By the time you watch this, I will have caught up on Castlevania, the animated series, and that's about it. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Spooky goodbye!